Remember the black guys saying that slavery was a choice?
Yes. Oh my, I know, dude. There's so much fuckery so much fuckery and thought that goes on. It's like if we band together, it's like you sound like somebody who's never been to the South before.
Oh my God.
It's like I feel like people
that's how we end the Superman versus Batman debate. You just bring racism into it.
It's done.
And it's done.
Just that whole idea that's like, have you never read any history? Like, have you never read the history of the horrific shit that happened to people in the South?
That's
and
nonsense.
You're like, it was a choice. You're fucking.
That's
retarded.
fucking nonsense. And they're like, well, if we banded together, I'm like, dude, there's been conquest all our lives. There's been like just because like we're capable and we're strong. We weren't there. We don't know how we were, dude, man.
The demoralization of the shit that they put people through because the people that were in power at the time knew that there's a shitload more slaves than there are slave owners and white people. So every time there was a hint of some uprising, you know what they did? They skinned the person in front of everybody, or they lit them on fire, or they cut their dick off and shoved it in their mouth and hung it from a tree.
For all the nerds out there, when Eric Killmonger took over Wakanda, what is the first thing he did? He set fire to all the heart-shaped herbs. Do you know why? Because when you conquer something, the last thing you want is rebellion. So he burnt all the heart-shaped herbs because that was the power enough to give to anybody to oppose him.
And it's a movie, but that's
what happens.
That's the strategy. Shit. And again, it's a movie, but this is not. This comes from shit that happened.
That happens in real life.
like Django Unchained. For the dude that ran away, all he did was run away. And
D'Artagnan.
They sicked the
D'Artagnan.
Dogs,
I remember that. They sicked the dogs on D'Artagnan.
That shit happened all the time. Why? To scare the fuck out of everybody into not doing anything.
And did not the slaves just walk head first and ignored the fact that what happened to that former slave?
Because they had to.
Right.
These fucking idiots on there that are like slavery was a choice and this and that. I would expect to hear that from like white people. It wasn't so bad.
Trolls.
It wasn't so bad.
Trolls. That's what they are.
These are brothers.
Trolls.
Either they're brothers or they're white guys with black guys on there. That's what it feels like.
I don't. With today's day and age, I don't. I won't dispute that. I'll be like,
it's some white dude with the brother on his profile picture.
But there's one dude was like, oh, you're lost. So I was like, oh, who is this? I clicked it and I just seen it was some brother with thousands of views. I'm like, and you're out here spouting this stupid rhetoric?
Yeah, but then there's idiots that listen to him. So you go, but that's how you get. I mean, but there's all. It's funny. It's funny the audiences you get with.
I'm lost
with idiocy, and you see that you see.
Where am I?
Like this last week with politics, like you see like the Marjorie Taylor Greens have people that like her. She's a fucking nutbag. You have Lorraine Boebert. People like her. She's a fucking nutbag. It's
I don't know any of these people he's naming, but I'm just gonna nod my head.
Election 2022. You know Herschel Walker. Football player.
Yeah, the one with the gay son who's like
Senate.
putting him on blast. Oh yeah, he's the dude that be like, oh, we should not do abortions, but I had like 8 of them.
Yeah, he mean you should not do them. I will, because I don't want these babies.